Welcome back to Invention Repeat. It's glad to see you here. So what we're going to talk about today is the front differential. Is it filled? Did they fill it properly? And what type of fluid to use in it? So if this is your first time here, make sure you like the video, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what else you want to hear about, and subscribe. We have a lot of great content coming, a lot of great content on the channel, so be sure to check it out. So how to do it? We'll show you right here. It's pretty simple actually. All it takes is a 3/8 inch drive ratchet. It could be short or long. You really don't need an extension. A 1-inch extension does help, but it's not as required with it. And you can see you just access it from the front driver's side in front of the tire. It's really easy to get to, plenty of open space, not much slowing you down. So mine, I did have to keep working it out because the seal gasket that was on the actual head of itself was kind of sticking on there. So you just keep working it out until it comes out all the way. You can see it's stuck on there a little bit, but we popped it out. Just going to push that seal back down where it was. Simple and easy. So that way when I put it back on, it doesn't get bound up or tore. So it has that little lip that actually sits in right there. We're checking to make sure the magnet doesn't have any material on it. And we're going to wipe it clean so it's ready to go to get put back on. Setting that off to the side. Then we're going to take our zip tie. Same thing we did for the rear differential. We took a zip tie, we bent it on an angle, and that's how we used to dip inside the differential. Touched on the surface gasket area right there. And you can see it's hard to tell on it, but we're about a 1/2 inch down on the stick itself. And I always like to clean it off and verify my results again just to make sure everything is done right. So, same results, just about a 1/2 inch down from the dipstick itself. And that's all there is to it. And once you fill it, because I'm going to have to fill mine, you simply thread the plug back on, just like you did when you took it off. And then tighten it back down with a 3/8 inch ratchet. Took a second to get it back in there straight, but it just needs to be snugged down. It does not need to be reeved tight. That's all there is to it. So, what fluid needs to be in this front differential? I did some research, checked online. AMSOIL does not provide a solution for the front differential because it's actually a specific gear oil and gear type. So I called up the dealership and they want a SAE 75W85, which is a GL5 formula. So not just like your normal 75W90 or 80W90 that you find in rear differentials. This is kind of a special gear oil. It says for hypoid gears and things like that. So being a front differential and being a brand new truck, I opted for going to the 75W85. If it was an older truck and I had 100,000 miles on it, I'd probably opt for just draining the differential altogether and then just filling it up with 75W90. It would probably been just fine. But I didn't want to mix two different grades of oil together with it. So I bought a bottle of this. It's like $36 a quart. That is astronomically insane, but that is what they call for. So it is a high efficiency lube, and that's what I put back in it. So whatever works. Sometimes people use pumps, sometimes use funnels, and whatever you can do to get the oil back in there and top it up so it just comes out the drain plug hole, or the fill plug hole actually, and that's all there is to it. So hopefully you like the video. Comment, tell us what you think, tell us what you want to hear about, and subscribe. We got a lot of great content coming, a lot of great content on the channel, so be sure to check it out. Just like the rear differential video itself, I'll have that link in the description. Remember to have a great adventure.